what's going on, guys? I'm Bree, and you are tuned into the in, and we have a very special show for you today, and a very special guest. I want everyone to welcome to the show of the Denton Destroyers, Cree Hallman. We'll edit in those hand claps. Absolutely. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. So, talk to us a little bit about coaching. Is being in NBL coaching your first experience, or what was your first experience coaching?
So I've been coaching in NBL since 2019, I believe. I started with my team, Texas Revelation, and then from Texas Revelation, I went over to coaching the Foundation Bulldogs under Michael Wright, and then now I'm coaching the Denton Destroyers. So I've been doing this for about 4 years now. This has been my happy space, coaching, being on that sideline, being able to give my point of view from a coach's standpoint, and being able to share knowledge to the players.
Absolutely, and that is absolutely amazing. And being that it's Women's month of March, and being a female coach, and you're coaching, men, you're coaching guys, like, what is that experience like?
It's tough sometimes. In my prior experiences, I've had, of course, guys that try to book back. Everybody knows me as being kind of really strict when it comes to style of play and buying into my program. I have no problem. I tell people all the time, I have no problem with cutting anyone and replacing them if they can't get with the program. So it's good to have the type of good respect from the players that they listen to me. So coaching men sometimes can be difficult because, of course, they have their ego sometimes and they want their own thing. But it feels good to be able to get those guys to buy in and to come back and listen to what I have to say and respect it.
Absolutely. And does that was it like rigorous hard work, or how quickly were they receptive to, your coaching, your methods, etc.?
I'm going to say at first it was kind of rocky because I was new to coaching and a lot of guys didn't know me. I had a few people that knew me from playing basketball or just being around the basketball scene, so they kind of knew me already. But meeting some of the players that I've had, it's been kind of tough because a lot of times they don't understand that I know the game. And so, of course, they get pushed back. And I tell them quick, I'm like, we can try what you want to do. And then whenever we try that and it doesn't work, then we're going to try what I ask you to do. Oh, yeah. And then they see the difference. So I've gained the respect because they see that I know what I'm talking about.
I like that. I like that a lot. And so do you feel as though, because coming from, you're more into the game so than I would be sitting, analyzing and what have you, you're there on the sidelines. How do you think, or how far should I say, do you think that women have advanced in terms of having roles and positions such as coaching, assistant coaching, and front office positions in sports as a whole, not just with like WNBA, but NBA and NFL, things of that nature?
I think it's progressed greatly. I believe they see now that how women are when it comes to organization and actually taking time to actually study and understand the game and take time to actually understand each player, because each player is different. Each player has their own personalities. So we pay attention to the small things. So now it's getting better for us. We were able to actually be coaching NBA and NFL, and even I saw today that Kyrie Irving actually signed his stepmom as his agent. So she's the first NBA scout, or black female NBA scout. So it's just opening more doors for us.
Absolutely. That is Black excellence. I love that right there. Oh my goodness. What advice do you have for other young ladies who are looking to walk in your shoes, per se, to do coaching and to be more immersed in sports as it pertains to the male aspect? What advice do you have for them?
Don't back down. A lot of times they'll try you just to see your reaction, to see if you're going to stand on it or if you're going to bow. Don't bow down. Stand firm and show that you know what you're talking about. You can't be quiet. You have to be very vocal and make sure that they understand that you're about business.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. And with that, I know you've had, ups and downs in coaching. Just that's what coaching is. You have ups and downs, wins and losses. What about some of your highlights? What were some of your favorite moments when it came to coaching?
Ooh, I have a couple of favorite moments. My first couple of years, I was coaching a team with a lot of so-called superstars, and a lot of people didn't think that they would be receptive to me, but we ended up actually beating some of the best teams that we had in our conference, and they actually appreciated me as a coach. And it feels good when your players can come to you and be like, "Hey, coach, hey, I appreciate what you're doing for me." Even outside of basketball, and when life happens, I'm still there as a friend to make sure that, because understand that mental illness is real, and everybody goes through things. And so I always make sure I have my door open and my line open so that my players are able to call and talk to me if anything's going on. So I think that's probably the greatest thing for me, is to be able to be that person that they can call and talk to if they're feeling any way there, because it can be hard sometimes, especially for men. They don't really like to open up and talk about what they're going through. So I feel like that's been one of my favorite parts of being a female coach, is being able to actually be an ear and a shoulder to cry on whenever they need me.
That is absolutely amazing. I love that. And in terms of NBL, I know that there's another female coach for, I believe, the Mississippi Knights. Would you like to see more diversity in that manner in NBL as well?
Yes, I would. I do understand that a lot of females are intimidated. When I first started coaching Denton Destroyers, it was actually being coached by a good friend of mine, Brianna Wade. And she couldn't continue because she was going to have her baby. So she asked me if I would step in, and because I was taking a break, but because I love basketball so much and I was a close friend, I just decided to step in. But I feel like more women should get involved. We have to have our own voice as well, And so given this platform, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not learn from each other? Even outside of basketball, we can all be able to learn something from each other when it comes to how we should carry ourselves when it comes to being a professional coach.
Absolutely. And I want to take this time out to just recognize you, give you your flowers, of course, and let you know that, alongside or on behalf of women in sports, women who love sports, thank you for what you're doing and the way that you're paving. I mean, it may seem minute to some, but that this is like victory for us. This is we're setting milestones. So I appreciate you and what you do, as well as again, head coach for Mississippi Knights as well. Like, let's continue to blaze trails, pave ways, and do amazing and great things.
Yes,
absolutely. And speaking of doing great things, how great! I mean, we're coming up. This is playoffs. Has your team had an opportunity to?
Yeah. So actually, we had a game on last Saturday against the number one team in our division, and we lost by 4, and it was a very intense game. I only had 8 guys, but they played to the very end of the game. I couldn't ask for anything else rather than what they gave me. It was a tough game, and I know that experience. I try not to be very emotional on sidelines, because it can be very difficult. I got very emotional that game because it was very personal for me. Yeah. I coach as well because of this is a dream I shared with my father. My father had been dead for 2 years now, so I shared this dream with him, and knowing that it's appreciated and people hear me, and I'm still having opportunities, people asking me to come coach in other cities, other countries, and things like that. It's amazing and it's mind-blowing. I never thought in a million years that I would be even given the opportunity to do some of the things people are asking me to do. So it just really, it all just is very, sometimes it's very overwhelming with emotion.
Oh my god, that, I mean, and is well deserved. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely amazing. What advice then do you have for your guys moving forward into next season?
Keep your heads up. Sometimes it can get tough. Sometimes we can get frustrated. Sometimes we have those people on the sideline that like to talk trash and like to try to get in your head. but don't allow it to change your focus and to tear you down as a player, because I strive to pull the greatness out of every single player that I encounter. And if I feel like I can't pull the greatness out of you, then I feel like I'm not doing my job. So I say all the time, just stay focused, stay in shape, understand that IQ is important. Understand that I want the best for any of my players that I ever come across. Whether it be semi-pro, whether it be pro, whether it be overseas, anywhere. I just came from a game supporting a couple of my guys in Louisiana yesterday. We took a turnaround trip just because of I'm happy that they're actually getting an opportunity to go play and get paid for it. It's amazing.
That is awesome. I love that. Love to hear that. We normally end the show off on the final thought. So if you have any final thoughts, you have the floor.
The NBL has been a very successful league for me, and it has helped me be able to influence and show love to everyone with the game that I love so much. I'm not able to play anymore, so all I can do is be able to give the knowledge that I have to other players. I encourage any team owner, any player to keep pushing. Sometimes things get hard. Sometimes we want to quit, but only God knows what he has in store for us next. So we just have to keep on pushing and pray and see what he has for us in the next chapter.
Absolutely. Oh my God. I couldn't have said it better. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for coming on and telling your story and sharing a piece of you for Women's Month. Coach Cree, it was absolutely amazing. And we're going to talk more. We got to chat more offline. We did. Definitely. I really appreciate you coming through. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Max 10. Thank you so much. Until next time, guys, it's all love. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.